The first step in our journey is to understand what Python is. So, what is Python? At its core, Python is a high level programming language. You won't have to deal with low level assembly instructions, machine specific details, or other minute things. With Python, you get to enjoy all the benefits that using any high level programming language brings you. Python is a language with a dynamic type system. This means that any type checks in the programming language happen at runtime instead of compile time. Programmers that prefer a dynamically typed language often discuss how dynamic languages are usually simpler, have smaller source footprints due to the lack of type annotations spread throughout the code, they are quicker to read due to less type clutter, and with the lack of a compiler phase, they can lead to a quicker turnaround when making software changes. Python and the culture of Python programmers place a huge emphasis on readability. So after you know Python, it can be a very pleasant experience reading and learning other Python code. Fundamentally, Python is usually used as an interpreted language. This provides very powerful prototyping and live coding opportunities and can also aid in live debugging efforts. It does mean the code can be slower than compiled code, but engineering is always a game of trade-offs. Python is also a multi-paradigm programming language. Python directly supports both object-oriented and structure-oriented programming. It also embraces many functional programming concepts, especially when working with groups of things. Overall, Python is a very powerful language that can be used in many different ways and in many different areas. So, where did Python come from, and what kind of popular usage has it seen so far? Python's first major release was in 1991. Guido van Rossum, its creator and community titled Benevolent Dictator for Life, started the project in 1989. He decided to write an interpreter for a new scripting language he had been thinking about, one that was a descendant of the ABC programming language and one that would appeal to Unix and C hackers. Python 2.0 was released on October 16, 2000, and had many major new features. It included both a cycle-detecting garbage collector and support for Unicode. With this release, the development process was also changed and became more transparent and community-backed through the use of Python Enhancement Proposals, also known as PEPs. Early in its development process, Python 3.0 was commonly referred to as Python 3000 or Py3k. It was a major backward incompatible release and was initially released on December 3rd, 2008 after a long period of testing. Now, many of its major features have been backported to the backwards compatible Python 2.6 and 2.7 version series. Along the way, there have also been many cool usages of Python as well. In 1999, Python was used as a scripting language to help make special effects by Industrial Light and Magic on the movie Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Also in 1999, Anaconda was introduced as the new installer technology for Red Hat Linux. Anaconda itself was created with Python. In 2003, the modeling application Blender 2.26 was released, its first free public release, even though it was created in the mid to late 90s. Blender uses Python as a scripting language for building Blender add-ons and to otherwise extend Blender functionality. Then in 2011, Google released Google App Engine. Python was one of the first major languages supported for building applications on Google App Engine. Over its many years of usage, as you can see, Python has grown increasingly powerful, very capable, and used in many different areas.